Hello everyone, this is Plankera, and welcome to my universe. Today, I'm going to continue rigging Shalom from Path to Nowhere. Yesterday, I did a lot of the cleaning that I wanted to do. Still have to go through and go down and do the strands here and here. Oh, hello there, Luminance. How are you doing today? Yeah, I was just going through and I wanted to mess around with the highlight here a little bit more before I moved on. I'm doing pretty alright. I've been sick, but I think I've mostly recovered. I'm still got some stuff in my throat that I'm working out, but otherwise I am fine. I think I've got most of the things here where I want them to be, so at this point I'm just going through, cleaning it all up, and getting rid of all the crunchy parts. Thank you. Hello there, Yami. How are you doing today? Ah, getting lots of people here today. Well, it's good to see you all. Just here, touching up some hair, while I finish off the lower left head turn of this model here. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay to feel sad. That sounds like a thing worthy of feeling sad about. Love is hard. See, that was one area that I really lucked out on myself. In that I only dated one person and I ended up marrying him, so I never had to deal with a breakup. Ah, I see. It's okay. Doesn't matter much either way. The truth stands. Love is hard. Emotions are hard. Progress is going well. I've got everything into place. I just kind of need to clean it up here. Lower left head turn, almost done. So you can see I just got some squigglies over in the tips of her hair down here that I need to clean up. And I was just noticing this morning that I didn't like the way the highlight here was turning, so I wanted to fix that. But I did fix that. Now it's much better. So I'm just checking the other turns here and making sure that the highlight is where I want it to be there as well. So if I missed something in one place, I figure there are a reasonable odds that I missed it in some other places too. It's mostly fine. There's just a surprising number of colors in this highlight here, because, you know, we got the bright spot here, then there's kind of this dark spot on either side of it, and then it gets a little bit lighter again, and then there's another dark spot, and then it kind of turns pink. And then down here it's a little bit darker, but there's a lighter spot here that's actually kind of blue, and then the shadows on the side, so there's lots and lots of little colors there. that I kind of have to pay attention to and line up. So I'm just getting that exactly the way I want it at this point. And then, of course, I have to... If you look on the side here, some of these little palettes are grayed out, and those are hidden layers. I have many, many of the strands hidden for now, and I was going to add them in later. Oh, hello there, Vivi. How are you doing today? Once again, many, many people here today. It's a good day for me. It's always great to see all of you here. One moment, got a cough coming. Ah, there we go. All right. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that is very nice. What did she get you? Oh, congrats, Vivi. So, winter break time. Yeah, that's right, it is. Getting close to Christmas. Feels weird, I haven't had to think about school schedules for a long time. And my daughter will be starting school next year, so suddenly they're going to be relevant to me again. And I'm actually going to know when winter break happens sometimes. Alright, well, I'll be happy to have you here. Oh, very nice. It's the fancy kind with lights and stuff, or just kind of a regular one? Meanwhile, me here just continuing to procrastinate on working my way down the side bank here, because it's very scary. The highlight here isn't nearly as scary, so I'll go ahead and get it looking good first. It's also right in the center of her head, so it's more important anyway. The areas people will be looking slightly more. It's alright, I'll get them all looking good eventually. Well, it's like I have kids, so things tend to change pretty often. But it is mostly just around them learning new things. They do just so many new things week to week, like the little one. I have 2 kids here. The older one is 5, the younger one is 2. He will be turning 3 next month. And he has finally figured out how to climb the indoor jungle gym that we have. It's very cute. He can now climb up by himself, but he struggles to climb down by himself. So he gets stuck. And then needs help, and it's very cute. I also remember for a while, sometimes I'd go along and try to sing the intro songs to the shows he likes to watch on YouTube, and he'd get mad at me, but now he actually wants to sing along with them too. So, little bits of development here and there. Always very exciting. And my older one is learning how to read. I've been trying to find games that she might be interested in that would make her want to learn how to read. And it's so funny because I just remember growing up that one of the reasons I learned how to read is because I wanted to play more video games. And they all had like words and stuff in them. But now there's so many games out there for little kids that do not require any reading at all. So she hasn't needed to learn in the same way that I have, so I'm trying to find different ways to encourage her. It does take a lot of time to do chores. This is why I only do them sometimes. This is why my house always looks like a tornado ran through it. That, and because I have little kids. Welcome back. So yes, much of my life still revolves around tiny humans. Because they are tiny and they need much attention. Thank you. Which project? The thing that I'm working on right now? Yeah, I just took the official art, cut it out, and have been making it move around. Pretty happy with how it's all coming out. For the head turns here, I have one more angle to do, the lower right, and then I want to go back and revisit some of my other ones. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been enjoying my speed paints. I have been trying things with them, and once I finish Christmas gifts, I will be doing less speedy speed paints, and, or I guess less speedy drawings within that style, where I use some of the techniques that I've been trying with more time. So, looking forward to that. And yes, that sounds like a lot of early video game stories. For me, it was Zelda, where I had no idea what was going on or how to do much of anything, but I still tried, because I don't know, it was fun. But then I learned how to read and everything changed. It's fine. Okay, this is why when people try to teach me words in other languages, I do like to just do a quick Google search for what they mean before I say anything. I have trust problems sometimes. And I know that chat can, like, enjoy trolling. So I try to be careful. But it's okay, I think languages are cool. So I do like hearing about them. Yep, that's why I check. Especially since the people doing it I don't think have any particular malice behind them, it's just funny. So... But I still like to be sure. My brain is just somewhat prone to worry. So it kind of comes with the territory. Well, welcome back. Oh, man. Having no spaces and names means I have to double take at names for a second sometimes, but... Anyway, welcome back, Tank Pips. I hope you have a nice lurk. Don't worry about it. It's just me being very bad with words. But yes, it's nice to see you again. Man, getting all the people here today. I guess winter break is truly setting in, so people have a little bit more time. Oh, thank you. It's all been going very well, so... Currently procrastinating on doing the very scary end of the strand that I need to do. So I'm touching up the front bang and making it look really nice. But I think I've done everything that I want to do there, so I'll probably head down and finally fix all these squigglies. It's super crunchy down there. That's what makes it scary. Oh, is Luminance sad? I can try. Are you sure? Alright, just touching up some highlights around this area. I wasn't quite happy with how some of this lighter parts were moving, so figured I'd go ahead and push them in the right direction there. And now they're doing much better. Yes, indeed. Still need to push them out a little bit here in the left turn, but otherwise, I think it's all doing pretty good. I'm gonna clear my throat again here. I continue to be amazed at just how much space is in our heads. It's like this is the kind of thing that makes it sound like it's me calling people stupid. But no, it's just that the construction inside our heads is fascinating. All this empty space that we have just for sinus cavities and areas to make mucus. The human body is quite the machine. And I continue to wonder just how things got to be this way. Existential crisis? I don't know. Think about physiology. Isn't really very existential. Oh no. Accidentally with quotes. That's when you know things are serious. Why would you mess with the computers? That's not very nice. Computers are our friends. What did you do to the poor computer? Oh dear. Oh yeah, that could definitely be a problem. Yeah, hopefully it's, not busted or anything. 'Cause that would be very unfortunate. Well, I hope you're able to figure that out. It'd be kind of sad if, couldn't use that computer to play games anymore. Just reminds me that I used to play some games on a computer that couldn't handle it, and one day it just breathed its last and would not turn on anymore. We gave it a good send-off. Actually, I think a toddler might have gotten its hand after it breathed its last. So maybe we didn't give it a good send-off. Happy to help. Yeah, it's one of those things where I know a reasonable amount on the software end, but I've never been very knowledgeable on the hardware end. Oh, that's good. In that case, just letting it cool down for a bit and, might fix a lot of things. Overheating was the problem, but if it wasn't the problem, then, yeah, I imagine there's gonna be some troubleshooting. That's okay, this is what Google is for. Google has the answers to all our questions. You just have to know what to ask. Man, this just reminds me of the other day. I was trying to vacuum in an area, and, apparently my kids had found a roll of coins, and they put them in the vacuum, and the vacuum got clogged. It took some doing to get that clog out of there. Tiny humans, man, they can get into so much mischief. And you just never know when it's coming. Alright, we're gonna go bald for a second here. So that this way I can isolate this strand and really figure out what needs to change here in order to make this look good. Oh yeah, it was totally fine. I was just very surprised when I turned it on and, there were shenanigans. I couldn't get the clog out, so I had to work very carefully, and it made me glad that there was overheating protection, because that poor little motor was having a bad time. Oh, my kids are fine. They didn't do it. Well, I mean, they did do something wrong, but it's not like I yelled at them for it. I just told them not to put things in the vacuum anymore. The younger one has been very curious about the vacuum lately, but, he is very afraid of it. It was funny because he was upstairs watching some cartoons, and I just figured that I'd do a quick vacuum of something somewhere, and He got really scared, even though I was in the basement and he was on the floor above. The vacuum came on and he just freaked out. He got super scared. I felt so bad. The poor little guy. It's okay. He got lots of hugs after that. And then he was fine. But still, he got scared. It's funny what will scare little kids. Alright. So I kind of felt like the start of this highlight running down here was a little bit too low, so I'm seeing if I can push the strand there a little bit higher, but it's proving to be a little bit difficult. Alright, good luck. That would be nice if it just ends up being something simple. Okay, so I tried to adjust where this highlight starts, but yeah, I don't think what I was doing was gonna work, so I'm trying something else now. Gotta push it over there. Yeah, so I imagine so he does seem like a generally nice, overall chill person. Alright, let's get all of the little bits of crunchiness out of that highlight there. I am gonna have to move around the bank under it. This area is weird because I decided it was a good idea to separate things like this. But it should be fine. Pretty sure I can make it work. Yeah, so far so good, I think. Still just need to find the right balance for where the spot goes. And then a lot of stuff here is still kind of crunchy and warped. So I just gotta get all that into place too. Man, talking still just makes my throat all phlegmy. Bodies are the worst, man. See, personally, I am looking forward to the future where we can just put our brains into robot bodies and have less issues with our physiology. I, for one, want to be a brain in a jar. Recovering from being sick. Yeah, I was pretty sick last week. I think it was just a standard flu. It was fine, but still, it's never fun being sick. But I'm pretty sure I'm mostly over it. I'm hoping that within the next few days I'll just be completely back to normal. I'm already to the point where I don't need medicine to sleep anymore. So, all is well. See, what's not well is trying to work out all these weird squiggles out of the side bang here. It's like, man, what is even going on there? Oh no. Good luck, friend. Alright, I think I have worked out the worst of the stuff throughout here. So now I'm going to go and get the angle on this little tuft of hair coming out here looking a bit better. And get rid of all of the bad crunchy parts. Because I do not want her hair to be crunchy. It's like with as nice and soft as her hair looks, if her hair looks crunchy, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. Alright, let me double check how the angles shake out here. So we have this highlight coming down here, and it's all very, very straight. So let's see, highlight coming down here. I want things to be fairly straight through here. So let's straighten things out here. Okay. And then when does it start curling? Probably right about there. Oh, come on. Are you really not going to let me select the vertex? Okay. Right about there. Okay. Tells me that these should probably be a little bit higher up. Here we go. Oh no! You might want to run, friend. But more seriously, I do hope you guys were able to figure out something there. It's always a bit sad losing a bit of technology. Alright, so let's see how that is. Still looks a little bit crunchy, but I think it's probably a little bit better. Yeah, just a little bit. I think if I lower this down just a little bit here. See, this is why I feared this strand. The very tip of this always just is finicky. I wouldn't say it's quite as bad as the strand from hell, but I always kind of have to poke around with it for a little while before it cooperates with me. Oh man, the only thing worse than anger, just the disappointed faces. I have learned how to weaponize the disappointed mom stare against my children, so I don't have to get too mad at them. Alright, almost there with this little one. I noticed that there was a small issue with how I was handling the left head turn. Or this spot specifically in the left head turn. So I fixed that up and now it's doing much better. It's now just a matter of fixing up everything else. Making it all look very nice. Still have to get the tip down here too, but one thing at a time. One little tip of hair at a time. Let's see, it's gotta be kind of hard for me to troubleshoot without seeing things. Like screenshots and whatnot. Let me think. So it's booting up into safe mode. Are you able to get out of safe mode? It should like have instructions for how to leave safe mode. Because I mean, what it sounds like, it just sounds like the computer crashed. And so now you just need to restart it. At least that's what that made it sound like. If there's another hardware issue, it's going to be hard for me to diagnose via stream chat, but... Is the computer telling you to do something with the graphics card? Like, what's stopping you from just booting it up right now? Okay, display not normal. In what sense? What do you expect, and what do you currently see? I imagine some language barrier might make this hard too, but do your best. Yes. Sorry I can't help you out more. But I guess if you want to message me on Twitter with, like, screenshots and, other stuff that's happening, then I can try to diagnose it, but it's gonna be pretty hard for me to do without really being able to see, or at least have a good understanding of what is happening. Tech support is hard. Like, I know I'm doing art, but I am also a programmer. I do know some stuff about computers. I was the go-to tech person of my friend group when I was a wee human 10 billion years ago. But things have changed since then, because, you know, there we're talking about, like, ancient technology. Back when monitors had, you know, weighed like 120 pounds and were larger than many a cardboard box. They were like perfect squares. And were made of glass and vacuum tubes. Man, this is just making me think of early 2000s internet again. I think part of me will always miss Flash games. Just the utter nonsense games that anybody with could spend a week learning Flash on and put together some kind of game. It will always hold a special place in my heart. I remember playing one with my husband before before we started dating, and it was a physics game where it was about making a weird kind of MacGyver device where you'd hit a button and then cause a chain reaction of items to bump into each other, and eventually into this cardboard box with a face on it. You're supposed to knock him around enough to wake him up. Oh, that was a fun time. That was a good evening. I will remember that day forever. I believe that was the first time we ever saw each other in person. We spent it playing Flash games. Alright, I think I've got a good strand there. Now I can finally get started on the bottom one here. I think this one actually mostly looks good. I do like the way this shadow is moving right now. So it's just a matter of touching up the last few parts and making the very, very tip just not a complete mess. So boy, is it a complete mess right now. But this one is always harder, so. Hopefully this bottom one goes a little bit better. I felt like I was kind of flailing at that top one for a while. Yeah, there we go. This one seems to be moving around a little bit better here, and the tip I know gets very, very thin. Let me see how the vertices actually are. Might be a little bit too thin there. Okay. Just went ahead and checked the default turn there, where she's just looking forward. Just to make sure that I was getting the width here right, and indeed I was not, so gonna go and fix that. Might need to fix how things are in the upper left, but I think I will revisit the upper head turns. It is true. What if is the starting point of many good ideas, I think. Never stop being curious. I'm not sure if you meant it in that way, but that's what I think about when I hear that phrase. But I do think approaching life with curiosity is very important. You just try things and see what happens, and it's okay if it goes bad. Most of the time. I guess it depends on what you're doing. Alright, there we go. I think I got a strand. That is definitely some wiggling going on up here, though, so I'm gonna have to fix some of that. But I kind of knew that I wanted to revisit the top head turns sometime anyway. Alright, let's go turn other hair back on. This one and this one. There we go. So before I go in and start poking at her over the shoulder hair again, I guess I should clean up the other side bang. We'll see if I can get both side bangs in one night, because this one is actually not looking too bad. See, this strand is growing. I'll have to push that back in, but that's pretty easy to fix. So I think I might just be able to get them both, and that'd be absolutely wonderful. Gonna go ahead and just select those ones. So this way, no other vertices will move, and I missed some. Oops. Yes, I want the ones down here to move as well. That seems important. Okay, there we go. Okay. Need to straighten that out a bit, but let's see. Did I push it too far? I did. Alright, we're backing up. Alright, this time I gotta be a little bit more careful, not push it quite as far. There we go. Oh, come on. Unfortunately, there's still a bug in the current version I'm using, where sometimes selecting the brush deselects all the vertices that I had selected. So that can get a little bit annoying. You know, a few days ago I learned that YouTube Automod has been deleting comments quite often, or more often than I keep thinking, and it makes me glad that I have my stream overlay with the chat, so I can still see what those deleted comments are. Just gotta go look over a little further. I do not appreciate YouTube trying to censor my chat for me. So annoying, man. Oh, there. And pulling on those vertices a little bit too hard. Alright, now time to just get rid of some of the crunchy spots, and I think all should be well. Oh, I'm okay. My throat definitely gets a little bit scratchy by the end. Because like I said, I'm still kind of recovering from being sick. But I'm feeling okay. I just get annoyed by YouTube shenanigans sometimes. I do not appreciate some of the decisions that Google has been making. And I feel like my chat should be my own. It's okay. Scratchy throat comes with the territory with being sick. That's why I'm not pushing myself quite as hard to talk like all the time. That said, I probably will be playing some video games after this. Still need to do some art. I have many more flowers to draw for Christmas gifts. But, after that, Infinity Nikki is doing its first event, and I'm kind of looking forward to that, so... yes, correct. That is why I still have the scratchy throat. Still got a bit of recovering to do, and it's also why I've been going to bed early lately. So don't worry, I'm well on my way. But I got things I want to do, and other responsibilities too, because I am mom. And this is just one of the things that I want to do, so here I am. No more complicated than that. I'm good. Any day I get to do some art is a good day. Let's see, there's something about how things are moving right around here. Kind of where the hair splits into two strands that I'm not quite satisfied with. But I'm not sure why yet. Okay, time to try some things. See if I can figure out why, or failing that, fix it anyway. Sometimes it just happens. Alright, yeah, that's a little bit better. I think the other part is this little black line coming off here. Where does it go there? Okay. Double checking the default turn so I can get a better idea of exactly where that goes. I think it just needs to be a little bit higher here. And this just needs to come out just a little bit more. This is a fairly small thing, so I don't think it needs to move that much. But it should make the turn a little bit better, especially once I have to have the head going up again. Yeah. Yeah, this side looks much better than the left side. We're just gonna go zoop, zoop. Over here. It still looks a little bit funny. I'm definitely gonna have to fix that. Later. Much later. Alright, just gonna fix up the tip of this. And I think once I have this side bang all figured out, that will be where I end for today. And tomorrow I can tackle the strand from hell. This guy right here, who always gives me a lot of trouble. Enough that I think that strand has earned its nickname. Yeah, there we go. My throat probably is reaching its limit at this point. Here's hoping that by this time next week I'll be back to normal and I can just yap all I want and there will be no problems. Alright. Let's see. Am I happy with the side bag here? Now that I look at it a little bit more closely. I don't know, it kind of looks a little bit weird. Let's do some adjustments over there before I stop. I think I just need to raise this up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And I think once I fix the angle on the shadow right through here, that'll fix the rest of the problems. Just need to pull this out a little bit further. There we go. And maybe the outer side a little bit too. Look, I just really want to finish both the side bangs today. That'd be pretty sweet. Because then I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. So, doing something nice for my future self here. Just getting some of the harder parts out of the way. So that this way, we could just jump right into the strand from hell. Get that done. and all will be well. Okay. A few more shenanigans over here than I thought there were, though, so we'll see if I actually get them all done today. Because now I'm realizing that there's kind of like this little pink highlight on the edge of all this lighter highlight here, and it was way too high. I'm not even sure how it got that high. I think at one point I was sliding a bunch of vertices upward. And yeah, I guess I just moved that one way too far. That happens sometimes. But I am very eager to just finish this little area here. Alright, that's looking pretty good, I think. Yeah. I think it's all moving pretty nicely. Maybe this transition color, where it transitions from purple to white, is still a little bit off. But otherwise, I am pretty happy. I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, that's much better. Alright. Yeah, we got her looking around here. Very nice. Just 2 more spots to go with the hair that I currently have on. Right through here, and right over here. But I think everything else is looking pretty okay. Awesome. Alright, so I think I will stop here for today. Oh, thank you all for coming. We had quite the party today. Man, I don't think I've ever hit 4 concurrent viewers before. So, thank you all for coming. And if you'd like me to take a look at your own creative projects, whether that be art, writing, coding, game design, or any creative pursuit you can think of, feel free to message or at me on the social media platform of your choice, and I'll take a look. Maybe leave some comments. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.